Welcome back to Building Character, where we figure out how to play as your favorite fictional characters in Dungeons & Dragons. Remember to like and subscribe to be the coolest kid in class. Maybe, probably not, you're playing D&D. The new D&D Renaissance is kind of a weird phenomenon. A game that's over 30 years old has suddenly leaped into main popular culture, so where did that come from? Well, there are certainly a multitude of factors. Netflix's Stranger Things is undeniably one of them. So with Season 3 finally out, don't worry, I'm only using Season 1 and 2 for this build, it's about time we finally pay homage to the thing that paid homage to the thing that makes this channel what it is. Now, Eleven may seem like the more obvious choice, but I feel like she'll continue to get more strange powers and I don't want to lock her into anything just yet. So instead, let's make something inspired by the series' strongest mom, Steve Harrington. This should probably stop somewhere around the 3rd level, but I'll be extending it to make the ultimate small town defender.
This finger looking good.
Let's start off with our goals for this build. First, we have to take a beating. Steve's beautiful face has been the subject of a lot of pain. The trailers for Season 3 make it look like that trend continues. Next, we'll make sure that we can step in front of our kiddos and keep them safe. Finally, we need skills with a baseball bat to hit those weirdo monsters hard. For stats, we're using the standard point array from the player's handbook. Roll for stats if you want, don't sweat multiclassing, we're keeping things simple this time. Charisma is number 1. I mean, look at that hair. Constitution after that, Steve's biggest asset to the group is his endurance. Strength will follow, you're hitting people with a bat. Dexterity next, perks of being a star athlete. Wisdom's a little on the lower end, but intelligence is the dump stat. You're not doing well in school. Steve Harrington is a human doing his best, so he's earned that variant. The athlete feat gives you +1 strength or dexterity. I'd go for strength. You can make a running long jump with 5 feet of run up instead of 10. Climbing doesn't cost you any extra movement, and you can stand up from prone with 5 feet of movement instead of half your movement. So you get knocked down, but you get up again. That's the wrong era. Use your free points to bump charisma and strength, take survival for your skill of choice, and the noble background for history and persuasion skills. Popular kids are pretty much royalty in Hawkins. For first level, let's go for fighter, giving us 2 skills from their list. I'd take athletics and perception. For your fighting style, great weapon fighting lets you reroll 1s and 2s on damage die with a 2-handed weapon. A great club would fit the bill of a baseball bat, I think. Second wind lets you recover 1d10 plus your fighter level and HP as a bonus action once per long rest, so you can get back up and get in the fight. Second level fighters get action surge, letting you take an extra action once per long rest. Chalk it up to your athletic nature. Third level fighters can choose a martial archetype, and the cavalier is for good boys and girls that keep their parties safe. First, you're born to the saddle, giving you advantages to stay on your mount, and you can get on your mount with 5 feet of movement instead of the standard half. Now, Steve obviously can't have a car in Faerun, but a horse would be the equivalent. Buy one, they're relatively cheap. If you're going to be picking up a horse, it might be good if you were good at interacting with the horse, so get the animal handling proficiency from a bonus proficiency. Basically think of it as Faerun driver's ed. You also get unwavering mark, letting you mark a creature you hit with a melee attack. They have disadvantage on attacks that don't target you if you're standing next to them, and if they do hit another creature, you can make another attack against them that round as a bonus action, with advantage, and you get to add half your fighter level to the damage. Nobody hits your kids and gets away with it. 4th level fighters can grab another feat. The Sentinel feat adds even more protection options. When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, their speed is reduced to 0, and you could ignore disengagement and hit anyone running away from you. And you can make an opportunity attack if someone attacks a creature within 5 feet of you. So that's 2 hits they'll get for any 1 hit on your allies, both of which will hurt quite a bit. 5th level fighters get an extra attack, meaning you make 2 attacks with your action. If you've got a bonus action attack from Unwavering Mark, that's another attack and doesn't count against your action attacks. 6th level fighters can grab another feat. The Tough feat gives you 2 HP for every level you have and every level you get. Considering your main goal is to stand between your friends and the monsters from another dimension, HP is important. 7th level cavaliers get Warding Maneuver, letting you use your reaction when an ally is attacked within 5 feet of you. You get to roll a d8 and add that number to your ally's AC. If it still hits, the ally resists the damage, only taking half. You get to use this an amount of times equal to your Constitution modifier per long rest. Use these first and then the Sentinel reaction. Safety is number 1 priority, Vengeance is a close second. 8th level fighters get an ability score improvement. More Constitution means more health and more warding maneuvers. I'd go for that. 9th level fighters get Indomitable, letting you reroll a failed saving throw once per long rest. Hopefully this helps you with your lower soft stats. 10th level cavaliers get Hold the Line, letting you make an opportunity attack against creatures that move within 5 feet of you, even if they're not trying to break engagement. You also reduce their movement speed to 0 on a hit, but since you already have that from Sentinel, this stacks to become the elusive extra 0 movement speed. I'm kidding, it means nothing. 11th level fighters get Extra Attack Part 2, meaning 3 attacks with your action. This doesn't apply to reactions, but when it's your turn, turn, swing away. 12th level fighters get another ability score improvement. How about more constitution? I know it's getting a little ridiculous at this point, but if Steve dies, I stop watching, so keep him alive. 13th level fighters get another use of Indomitable, so keep getting up and not getting brain flayed by the Demogorgons. 14th level fighters get another ability score improvement. Why don't we cap our constitution for a minimum of plus 7 HP every level, even if you roll terribly? Did you see him shotgun that beer? Obviously this kid is max constitution. 15th level cavaliers are ferocious chargers, meaning that if you've moved 10 feet in a straight line before attacking, you can force a strength save of 8 plus your proficiency bonus and your strength modifier. If the creature fails, they're knocked prone. There's hilariously no limit on size with this, so knock them prone and go to town with advantage on all your other melee attacks. You can even action surge. This would probably be the time to do it. 16th level fighters get another ability score improvement. Raise that strength, looking a little bit low, and I want to knock a mammoth over with the charger ability. 17th level fighters get a second action surge and a third use of Indomitable. Steve's gotta be up all night sometimes keeping his cubs safe, so this is just even more endurance. 18th level cavaliers get Vigilant Defender, letting you make opportunity attacks on every creature's turn. So if you and your buddy get surrounded, you can hit anybody that hits your buddy or anybody that's running away. 19th level fighters get our last ability score improvement. More strength makes the bat hit harder, so monsters will be punished more for attacking your friends. That's what I'm into. Our capstone is the 20th level fighter, giving us another extra attack for 4 attacks per action, 8 with action surge, not counting your opportunity attacks, which are technically limitless. Now that we've hit level 20, let's figure out how good of a build this is. First, you are pretty much the ultimate tank, defending allies, taking hits for them, and tanking them very well. You're also great at dealing damage with 4 attacks per round and potentially more with an insane number of opportunity attacks. Speaking of those, you make sure the bad guys don't get away, locking everyone down with your Sentinel and Cavalier abilities. For weaknesses, your damage is bludgeoning. End of list. The high end of the monster manual will be ignoring you with either resistances or full immunity. Now, DMs tend to give fighters a magical weapon at some point, but if yours doesn't, too bad. You're also lacking wisdom, one of the most common saving throws in the game, and failing those saves can be brutal. Finally, all Sentinel abilities are melee based, so flying foes and creatures that outspace you will just be a big old issue. But you're not necessarily here to take out enemies, you're here to protect the kids. Stand in front of any damage and act as a meat shield for the younger party members. Just remember, the stuff you're fighting might be from another world, so that baseball bat might start to get a little bit outclassed. But you know what's never outclassed? Commissioned character art. Today we've been sponsored by the artist Anna Fought. Have your PC or NPC rendered in a sharp visual style and show your party exactly what to picture when you land that nat 20. For more information, check out our website and follow her on Twitter, links in the description below. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe for more. We make 2 builds every week. We'll be back to polled videos next week. We took a little bit of a break because we had Spider-Man and Stranger Things dropping, and I wanted to do a topical video. I'll also be going to Gen Con at the end of the month in Indianapolis. I don't have a booth or anything, but I'll be walking around, so come say hi.